What's going on, guys? Welcome to The Witcher 3. Right, कोई याद नहीं है मुझे कौन सा episode है ये, but let's just continue, and we are doing this mission called Go to Rosemary's Time, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. I killed a few bandits. गलियों में bandits मिल जाते हैं, and every time I kill them, I get these things. I get some amount of meat, and I also get things to sell, these weapons to sell. So I don't mind killing them. See, what did I tell you? Usually I don't get hit. But of course, when you're streaming or recording or doing things like those, you will get hit. Triss Marigold, Witch and Harlot is wanted for the practice of magic and conspiracy against the crown. Information leading to her capture will be rewarded. Gods have heard the land's cry, its people long wait, it's over. King Rabbit will save the north. Propaganda, nice.
I need a rest.
Strumpet. I think I understand what that actually means. Strumpet. I've never heard of that word. But I can already tell what exactly that means. But there's a question mark here, I wonder what that is. Hattori. Ninja Hattori. That's elf.
What do you have on offer?
Redanian dumplings, speciality of the house, heartily recommended. Blimey. A vatgun in my establishment? It can't be.
How do you know I'm a witcher?
You joking? Silver blades, who else uses them? Crafted in Mahakam, am I right? Must be about 40 inches long?
40 and a half. Still impressed. You're something of an expert, evidently.
I'm Ibir Hattori, former master swordsmith. Currently, a master of dumplings.
Geralt
Oh wait,
of
I thought he
Rivia.
was joking.
Pleasure, Geralt. How might I help you? Care to try a dumpling?
I literally thought he was kidding about the dumplings.
Tasty.
Glad to hear it. Anything else I can do for you?
Looking for a good swordsmith. No one?
3 swords on your back. A bit much, don't you think?
Good one. But all jests aside, you make swords anymore?
Really? It's dumplings now. I must make a living. But I miss the hammer, anvil, and bellows. Oh, the heat of the forge. Were it not for that swiving Van Horn.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I shan't greet a witcher with dumplings. Come, let me show you something.
Quite a collection. Premium quality, too.
Thank you. I've kept these as mementos.
Damn shame you don't make them anymore. I'd gladly replace what I have with this kind of steel. Someone with your skills? Why the hell are you needing dough?
This might surprise you. The pay is better. But above all, it's much safer. Food vendors rarely disappear or end up as cripples.
I see. Someone controlling Novigrad's smithing market?
Not officially, though all supplies go through Ernst Van Horn. And they say he plays cards with Cleaver. Frequently.
Ernst Van Horn. Who's that?
Modest beginnings. A small dockside workshop. However, he proved extremely ambitious. He knew he could not compete with other swordmakers on skill alone, so he resorted to other methods.
Other methods?
A bit of slander here, buying business debt cheaply and taking over there. And whenever the competition was a ploughing non-human, he'd accuse them of being Havocars.
Is that how he did you in?
I did not give up without a fight. I went to town hall, negotiated. Alas, it was all in vain. He'd already enlisted Cleaver's protection, and in Novigrad, few dare get in Cleaver's way.
Tried negotiating? Making a deal?
With Van Horn? Do you jest? He's a proper heartless bastard. Either play by his rules and pay him, or go out of business.
I see.
But I shan't complain. Dumplings have proven an excellent source of income. It's just... well...
You miss the heat of the forge. Tried getting supplies from someone else?
Those rogues of the underworld control all the sources. How am I to talk to them? Unless... would you be willing to help me?
Want me to help you get you supplies? How?
Just come with me to a meeting. As my bodyguard, it'll bolster my confidence. Truth be told, not so long ago, I tried negotiating some iron deliveries with one of the King of Beggars' men.
Right. King wouldn't worry about an embargo Cleaver imposed.
It's just... he demanded an inordinately large share of the profits. I thought you might help me negotiate. I don't mean gratis. I'm certain we can agree on a fee.
Could I choose something from your collection?
Oh, forget this rubbish. I shall forge you a sword fit for killing gods.
I don't know. Criminal underworld. Not really sure I want to meddle with them.
I badly need your help. Van Horn is a Van Horsen. He must be taught a lesson. I'd be eternally grateful. Plate armor, yours. Or perhaps you'd like a catapult or a trebuchet.
Fine. Arrange the meeting.
Splendid. Meet me after dark, near the crane at the docks.
Off swords and dumplings. I'll do that later.
Cost you double in the round.
The city feels deceptively big because you have to like walk everywhere. Witch hunter.
What do you want? I'll never come back, you stinking... Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth.
That's the card I've been playing. 5. He gives you 5 points. Close combat. Forgot his name.
Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Walking into his soul!
Damn, you're ugly.
Rumble time!
Damn.
Reminds me of a days of war.
Yeah, almost like we never left Virgin.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
Got some problems. Rather not burden you.
Fuck off, Geralt. Need to spill your guts to me now.
I'm looking for Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
There's a few things.
Let me guess. Triss? Yennefer, perchance?
Triss and I talked. Cleared some things up. As for Yennefer, well...
So you found her? Ha! Need to tell me all about it.
I will. Some other time. Got something a tinge more important to take care of now.
Meaning?
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale. What do you find instead? A shitestorm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Search the ground floor for clues. Missing witches' hands.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot, I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. Your dexterous digits on my soul's yearning chords.
This the loot he got from the elves of Dol Blathanna.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
Letter from Fran. When will you return to Sedaris? I hope it will be soon, for I miss you terribly. Wanting to see you again literally pains me. If you are to come, send me a message beforehand. I'll ask my mistress for a day off.
Hmm. 10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Zoltan, please. You really want to track down the women Dandelion's been wooing? Most likely all angry women by now.
Got any better ideas? Besides, Dandelion's a babbler. They're sure to know something of his doings. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Broken flowers. Get it from female admirer. The thrust of your hypnotic gaze left my visage red and hot. The whole world suddenly set to spinning in a whirlwind of oblivion, and I plunged into the purest ecstasy, imbibing in its nectar the music, the singing you. For that one brief moment I felt as if I were the lute you so skillfully strummed, and wanted nothing more than for you to put your dexterous digits on my soul's yearning chords. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all of this. Maybe I should. Could be clues in here. Rosa var at like Rosa Bash. No, I'm not gonna read that. Simple sentences I can read, but those poetic ones, it's hard for me to read those.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letonov, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Let's put away some of my swords. Relics. Yep, that's it. I'm not really sure why I'm saving them. There's no limit to this to the stash, right? I hope so.
Nose is too small.
Look at the painting though. Alright,
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone. Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh, truly perverse.
He didn't ken half of it. Called him a stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment, till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Oh, poor bastard fled out the window.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosa var Atre named her Guihir. Well chosen, eh?
All right. But Varatra? Her dad happened to be the Nilfgaardian ambassador?
He is. You know him?
Wouldn't say that. Had a brief conversation with him at the palace in Vizima.
Well, then you've a good notion of the kind of bloke he is. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we Rosa preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
I wonder if we will get that contract.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Well, know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
I'll steal more things. There's so much to steal, I'm not even sure if I want to steal everything. There's way too much. Oh, I keep saying steal, I mean borrow. You know, forever. I guess if you run out of food, just come to a city and do this. You will find enough food and alcohol and all sorts of other things. Locked key required.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay...
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
I can't even pay them.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
Mine. Offered her a better rate.
All right. So, let's see if you're a good bargain or just cheap shit.
Burn you! Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me. It was nothing.
Sorry. Well, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Relax. It'll come out in the wash.
Of course it will. Just gotta soak it in white vinegar, but that's not my point. Junior shan't forgive me. Either I'll close up shop myself or he'll burn me down.
Sorry. Didn't think about that.
A woman's lot. Men have their fun and we're stuck with a mess. Oh well, I suppose I must move to Oxenfurt. Professors need clean undergarments too.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ha! Horvere, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
She's salty.
Thanks for your
Very
help.
salty.
Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Well, we ruined her business, but don't really care as much. Why did you have to yawn? Now I'm yawning.
That reptile gazing don't scare me.
I'm trying to scare you.
Welcome. Do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
So he's a cross-dresser.
Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... how did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Don't think I want to know what happened next.
Oh, stop. He wasn't so drunk as not to figure it out. Besides, men don't interest me. I told him that from the start. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
I know this is none of my business, but why do
I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested. Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
I might actually buy one. Because I recently learned of something.
Greetings. Come to look over my spring collection, perhaps?
Let's play Gwent first.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
I will play Gwent with everyone I can because they give you, when you win, they actually give you cards. That's why I play with everyone. It's not like, I mean, I do enjoy Gwent a lot, but that's the real reason I play. I want almost every card there is. Oh, this is good. This is good. There we go. He's playing with Northern Realms as well. Okay, gives me the card. Alright, I guess we should win this now because he is going to skip. Unless he has... Ah. Okay, okay. I see. Let's see what he does. Oof, oof. Heavy cards, heavy cards. I think I have that 10, the first 10 card he played, I actually have that as well. I wonder when he's gonna... I think this is when he's gonna play one powerful card and then he's gonna pass. And now he's probably going to pass now. I don't know why he put it there. Probably has more of those cards. See what he does. Pass? No? Okay. He's really trying to win this round. He's going all in. That's a useless card. I don't know why he played that. Has he run out of cards? Is that what happened? Ego is gonna use my card. Yep. Kinda expected that. Oh, I wasted that card. Oh my god, I wasted that card. That card was a waste. I feel like I'm gonna win, so I'm just gonna skip. He has 5 cards, he's gonna win the next round. He has 3 cards now, but he's gonna win. Oh shit! I wasted one that card. I had a card like that. I wasted it. Just waste. No, no. Wait a second, what? This is my last card, I can't really do anything after this. All depends on it. No! What the heck happens now? Victory apparently, okay. Oh, because I won the first round. That was interesting. That was a very interesting one.
Greetings.
I want to see what he has on offer now.
Glad to take it.
Of course, please do.
Shit, maybe I shouldn't skip things. Ooh, what's this? Wolf mask. Harley Quinn mask. Bird mask. I'm gonna buy everyone. All of those. I mean, I'm gonna buy everyone. What does that mean? Okay, I'm tired of wearing black all the time. I'm gonna buy some. That. Oh wow, that is expensive. Holy shit! Notice that. Ah damn, that's expensive. Maybe I'll come back later and buy this. Yeah, that's expensive. You need that for something. I remember you need that for something. That's why I was interested in buying it, but I'll come back later. It's fine. 303 feet.
Geralt, Larev. Elven blood, Arms for the poor.
There are some quests that are actually time bound. वहाँ पे कहीं पे लिखा नहीं होता कि they are time bound, but there is a time to do them. Like there's a timer on them. If you don't do it in time, something happens. I don't know. They expire, or the next quest that was supposed to come because of that quest, it just disappears.
I expect model behavior scan.
I'll have it for you next week. I was here last week. And you also told me to come next week.
Hey,
Pen me a sonnet. Driving in slippery buggles. Scrambled out the old in the back one. What do you want?
Want to see Rosa Varatra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I venture you're not needed. On your way now.
I should have said I'm a sword instructor or something. Ugh.
Hey, keep your distance. One false move and you will regret it.
They let him rap. Won't find any better. From the Yaruti.
No. fuck? Love letter.
Interesting.
Darling Rosa, for the first moment I set eyes upon you that fateful evening at the Wegelbuds, my heart has only beaten for you. I can't eat or sleep. My master threatens to terminate my apprenticeship, and I don't even know if you remember me. I happened to be eating one when I saw you. Do not torture me. Gilbert Blith. Enhanced sectoid oil. I didn't even know these things were.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise... Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But my lady's a witcher. Said so himself back by the gates.
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Varatra would train with random clods calling themselves sword masters? No. The Varatras demand the very best. Thus, we've hired a witcher. Take him to the training room. Now.
As you say, miss.
I was more interested in the conversation she was having. I just walked in. I was about to stop. Just one more step. I interrupted whatever was happening. Seemed juicy. Like something was happening with this guy.
You realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword.
It's like sugar puss. I wonder what the fuck they were up to.
Youth these days, harebrained, all of them.
Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss, or you'll earn the ambassador's ire.
A portrayal of elder races. What is non-human? I think I've read this.
Follow me.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
You're my new instructor. Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Itchy. She's behaving as if I said that I am the sword instructor at the door.
Stop floating and fight.
What? Lost your nerve?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Granted, you're quick.
I need to learn how to counter.
Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you?
Which you
And
would
how
be-
on
I don't
earth
get
did
it.
you get in?
Oh, I think we were talking to her sister or something. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know because I thought it was her who we met outside, and she said, I don't know. Didn't we just talk? Yeah.
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes, yes. In the garden.
Oh.
So, what was it you said? Why are you here?
There are two of them.
Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer.
There's two of
Don't
them.
expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Jesus. Calm down, woman.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
No, you're getting whooped, right?
Come on, come closer.
Stop flaunting and fight!
Damn it.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Hang on. So it was you in the garden.
Of course it was me. Why, did Rosa try to play you for a fool? Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
Take it Dandelion did too.
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury's bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Changing subjects. Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course. But who knows? The bard might have invented her just to make us jealous. Pitiful chorister. I'd say it worked. You've gone all red in the face just talking about it. Your face will be red when I scratch your eyes out.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher. KSN? K-Swex? Yeah.
Youth these days, hair-brained, all of them.
Royal lineages of the north. Heiress to the throne of Centra, Princess of Brugg and Duchess of Sodden, heiress to Innis Ardskelligan, Innis Anskellig, and suzerain of Atre and Apiara. Daughter of Bevet. I know it's way too complicated. These ballads and hymns. Wolvenstone. The horse whistler. Breaking in the horse's psyche is a simple matter of instilling your will as the rider into your mount, acquiring its trust and training its obedience. Horses are intelligent, noble beasts, so they should be treated with tremendous and tenderness and a decisive and firm energy. Mare, the unquestioned authority in this area, emphasizes that when training one's mount, a rider must eternally on the lookout for errors in the training itself. Every time the taming process ends in failure, the rider must look at the blocking error first, all in his own actions, secondly in the horse's anatomy, only in a last resort by concluding the horse has naturally difficult temper. Adhering to this principle protects one from undue punishment, which destroys the possibility of reaching an understanding between rider and mount and make it impossible to gain an animal's trust. She who knows. Folks say they were four at first. The mother, she who knows who, the lady of the woods, came here from a far, far away land. And since she suffered terribly from loneliness, she made 3 daughters out of dirt and water. A long, long time ago, the mother was sole ruler of all Velen. Her daughters brought her the people's request and served as her voice. Each spring, sacrifice of grain, animals, and men were made to the Lady of the Wood on a special night. Yet, as years passed, the Lady of the Wood slipped deeper and deeper into madness. Her madness eventually spread over the land. Men took to abandoning their homes and setting out in the bog, where they became food for beasts. Before long, Velen was drowning in blood. The daughters saw their land nearing destruction and took it upon themselves to save it. When spring came once more, and with the night of sacrifices, they killed their mother and buried her in the bog. Her blood watered the oak atop arid Sebren, and from then on the tree grew wholesome, hearty fruit for the people. As for the lady's immortal soul, it refused to leave its belonged land, so the sisters imprisoned it. This day it's trapped beneath the whispering hillock, where it thrashes about its powerless rage. Do you realize what that is? We have already done this. This is basically the witches of Bog back or whatever the thing is. So this is a story about them. We already met the 3 witches, and apparently the soul we were talking to, I thought it was like a mage or something. Apparently it was their mother whose soul was trapped in that tree that we refused to let go, and we actually killed it. Okay, interesting. See, this was supposed to be done before the this mission was supposed to be done before that mission, but I don't really know, but yeah, I didn't do that.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever.
Wait a bit. It hurt him much. Will he die?
The last wish Human life requires three things for its sustenance: food, drink, and gossip. It is thus no wonder that no matter where I travel, be it icebound province or even green Tucson, everyone asks me about the passion that blind Gerald and sorceress Yennefer of Vengerberg. As a man both cautious and discreet, I refuse to betray their secrets, with one important exception. The history of their first encounter is so extraordinary, so romantic and moving, that it would be a veritable crime to hide its light beneath a bushel basket. Indeed, had I not witnessed these events in person, I would have never believed there was room in our grim and dark world for such fantastic marvels. It began when Gerald and I, feeling a bit peckish and unburdened by heavy coin pouches, decided to fish our supper out of the lake. No bites were to be had, but we did not leave empty-handed. My hook snagged quite a lovely little pot. Oblivious to my friend's warning, I opened it, and in doing so freed a powerful gin. This was actually in the Witcher Netflix series. Without giving it much thought, I set about proclaiming my wishes. Before I could get there, before I could get to three, however, the gin irritated. I see now in hindsight at being issued demands soon after waking, what the heck is happening with my brain, began to throttle me. Gerald was able to drive him off. Too many commas and hyphens confuse me. But I was left in a sorry state. I acted, the Witcher told me later, as though under the influence of some curse. Clearly the help of an expert in the magic arcana would be needed. It was our good fortune that Yennefer of Vengerberg happened to be staying in a nearby village. Gerald went to her and to ask that she heal his best friend, who happened also to be the brightest star in the northern poetic firmament. Yennefer, however, was more interested in the gin, which she wanted to trap into magic servitude, than in its victim, and it should be said played the Witcher like a well-strung mandolin. Yet rather than growing angry at being used in such a calculating manner, he fell white head over muddy boots in love with her. What happened then? Well, I won't go into details. Suffice to say that Yennefer's plan hardly delighted the Jinn, and without its cooperation she proves unable to tame it. The sorceress would surely have met a tragic end, and taken all of Rind along with her. Had Gerald not rushed to her rescue for once, he did not need to draw either his blade to send the Jinn packing. He had but to pronounce the third and the final wish. He could have asked for anything, wealth, fame, power, but instead he asked the Jinn to bind his fate to that of an arrogant yet intriguing sorceress from Vengerberg. Juliet Alfred Pancratz, Viscount of award-winning playwright. That's Dandelion, right? I think that means Dandelion.
Don't die from rats, stupid.
Prinkers we charge no fees, but welcome donations from all generous. For all generosity is what keeps us going.
We're done for the day. Gather your things and go home.
Like as not.
How do you know?
Mum says that if he but catches a cough, he's as good as in the grave. This one's... My daddy's a witch hunter and chases old crones.
Diary of a Fire Swallower. Okay, it seems like something I wouldn't want to read, but I think I'm going to read it. I was Loch Muin. That's right, the summit of summits itself. We we had gone there, my troop mates and I. Okay, maybe I won't read it. Diary of Fire. Maybe I'll read it later, not right now.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems?
No. He perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe. No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelions? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! A snakely whip rose skyward. Gee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry. See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Wish I could make a donation. Can't. I opened my inventory to see whether how much money I had. What is this place? Oh, it's another bar. Let's play a little bit of Gwent, and I think I'm gonna call off the part after that.
You're an artist? A sword swallower?
No, a witcher.
Never heard of that.
Odd.
What did the cook make today?
There was something that did like 100 vitality regeneration. I can't find it anymore.
In the mood for some diversion. A game of Gwent would be best.
What card did I win? That one. Okay, we have enough to play with this this deck, but I'm not going to do that because the cards here. There are a lot of good cards, but there's also some weak cards. I'm not going to use this at the moment. Maybe later, once I have more cards. I'm fine with this. I should have used one of my decoy cards. Shit! Alright, whatever. It's fine. Basically one. Torrential rain. Really? Really? I guess that was a really easy game, so I guess it makes sense. 3 torrential rain cards. If you have, I think that affects the. I don't know which like whatever this thing affects. If you have too many of those cards, just don't use that card. Yeah, I think that's it for this part, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, and if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys later. Bye bye.